Right, everyone, thanks for joining me. This is a trade breakdown of the EU trade that I took on Wednesday, the 5th of October. It gave me 5.65% return. Just going to basically show you why I entered it. Yeah, so basically, let's just give you an overview. This is Euro USD at the minute. We are a downtrend at the minute, but as you can see, we're creating some trend line liquidity. So I'm expecting that to kind of, at some point pretty soon, I'm hoping we're going to go through that trend line and we're going to start a bullish trend. But let's not worry about that for now. So right, let's jump on the 4 hour. So the main reason I was expecting the sell that I took, so obviously we kept reacting from supply blocks and selling, and we are technically still in a downtrend, and we've created some imbalance down here. So you've got a couple of nice 4 hour demand order blocks there, just next to the imbalance. Obviously, the extreme would be the best for the buys, but we'll see. Hopefully that happens this week, and obviously look for confirmation. But yeah, so anyway, let's get to it. So as you can see, that's the low that created the last high. This is on the 4 hour, so there's a lot of push through that low. The last kind of order block that I'm seeing is this blue candle here. But I was wary because, so that's your 4 hour supply supply block. I'm always wary because this looks like a double top, a retail double top. And you've got to expect them to be took out a lot of the time. But if you've got lower time confirmation, then you can go with it and jump on a sell. Let's jump down to so we've got our 4 hour block. We're ready for a sell if it does what we want. So let's jump on the 15 minute. Right, let's zoom back in again. I should be on the screen in a second. Right. So yeah, as this reacted, this is your 4 hour order block, the green area. And as you can see, this is now the 15 minute. We created a high, but don't always jump in the sell on the first high. Well, the first pullback as it was. That's your sweep. So that's took all the liquidity of the early smart monies, basically. And that started from this candle here. And as you can see, it slightly broke it. But either way, it's penetrated that order block. So we've broke through that. So now we know that we're going for good sells. So what I did then, because obviously this whole last bull candle is massive. That's a bit too big to work with. It's not the nicest candle to work with. So I jumped down on the 5. You're going to lose me for a second again. And I'll be back on any second now. But this is the 5 minute now. So you take the last bullish candle and the top of the wick of the one that started the sell-off. And as you can see, we jumped in there. But obviously, I didn't want to get in there just because this didn't go through it a great deal. This could be like a mini sweep, which you do get. Unfortunately, they can fool you sometimes. But so that broke that. That then broke this area, and then straight then I was like, right, we're in sells now. We've had a big push down, and the reason I entered. So this is still the fifth. This is the 5 minute now, guys. Just because it looked neater at the time. Sometimes I enter on 15, 1 minute. It all depends on A, what I'm doing, and B, how clear the candles are looking to me. Because sometimes you've got to go up a time frame to find the order block candle, to know that it's an order block candle, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but hopefully it does. I'm probably not explaining it the best, but either way. So we had a mini pullback here. and that was broke again there. So then I was looking at this area here to jump in for the sell. And the other area I was looking was this candle, because as you can see, in between we've got that tiny bit of imbalance. And obviously, most of you know the imbalance needs filling. But I jumped in, if I can just drag my 2 seconds. I've got an order over here that let me 2 seconds, guys. I can't get my, where's it gone? I got my sell box here somewhere ready, but it seems to have gone a mile away. Oh, here we are, finally. Right. Let me just make that smaller. Right, we'll go to large screen again. Right, I'll just double check my entry point and you'll see why I entered. And obviously down here, you can see, well, you'll see in a minute, but that bit there, that's liquidity. This is a 4-hour demand area. This is a 4-hour demand area, and you've got imbalance in between. So I was kind of aiming for the low. I didn't take the full amount. I don't know. I don't think emotions got involved. I think I just wanted to close out to make the 10% for the week profit. But anyway, right. So we need to get on the 5-minute. I'm going to try and find out how I can change the time frames when it's on big screen. So then you haven't got to worry about me bloody losing the camera again. Right, so we'll put that on in a second. So yeah, this is your supply area, and this is also a supply area. So the one I entered on was, it was at 10:24. Yeah. So I entered, it was, where were we? It was, yeah, it was about there, and my stop loss was 20 pips, which is quite a lot for me, but I wanted to make sure I got profit, and I covered my ass basically by covering this order block and this order block. So as soon as this started wicking, and then it jumped in, took the liquidity of the last candle, and then it started to sell past this mini bit of liquidity. I know this, you could do a 1 minute entry, but there's a little bit of trend line liquidity on the 1 minute, it will be. And then yeah, I jumped in on that sell candle, 20 pips stop loss. Oh, excuse me. And then my TP, well, my TP was actually further than it was, but I took it at where is it? 98299. That, yeah, 5.62%. So let's play this on, because this is in replay mode. It went down quite a bit. Obviously, my TP was longer than this anyway, so it wasn't near TP. It was just in my blue area. You could tell it was the pullback because it broke the 15-minute low there. I mean, you're always going to be slightly worried, but I was expecting a big sell-off anyway. So I was expecting this to carry on going down anyway. And obviously, well, there's a big supply area, so it could react to that. It goes over that and it taps into this one here and then starts selling again. But yeah, see if I can get it a little bit quicker. At some point, there we go, it's going. Let me just make this a bit bigger, a bit easier for you. And then yeah, so I just let it ride out, and then I took it there. I don't know if it was because that bit went over the low there. If you zoom in there, if I just pause it before it goes away, runs away with us. No, it's still, come on. Rogue. Right, yeah, I think I probably manually closed it there because it took the low there. So I manually closed it there. That gave me 5.62%. Go to the 15-minute. Yeah, and there it is. So a quick recap. Let's get on the, there you are. Right. So this big green order block is the 4-hour supply area. Then we broke the low on the 15-minute. The 15 that pushed up, we then broke that slightly, but that wasn't enough confirmation for me to jump in. You could have, by the looks of it, obviously now you could have got an extra few percent, but it is what I still took away from the market, so I'm happy with that. Confirmation was when that next level was broke. So if you like, that's the chalk. For those of you who don't know chalk, change of character, that's your change of character. And then this is the flip. And then we dropped down to the 5-minute. We found two lovely supply areas. We covered them both, and we entered when it reacted from the supply area on the 5-minute. You could have entered on the 1-minute if you wanted, but I won't go into the 1-minute entries now. But yeah, and that gave me a 5.62% win on EU, which helped me. Well, I finished the week with 10.54%. I finished the week. So yeah, not bad at all. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. There's the 4-hour. But yeah, and I'm still expecting it. I'm still expecting it to get down to these demand areas. Let's play it to where price. So that's where price is now, and it's now Sunday the 9th of October. So I should have stuck with it and just kept it, but I know there was news coming in, and with the non-farm payroll on Friday, that throws everything in a bit. So I just wanted to secure my profits, and I managed 10% a week. Well, this week 10.54%. So yeah, let me know in the comments if this has helped you out. If you want to see more of this, and follow my Instagram at the Rule of 7. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.